dice. Illusion shattered.
Let's dig.
Torn to oblivion.
Game's up. Fun's over.
Now you shall perish.
Here comes the catch.
Shine down.
Shudder.
Inazuma shines eternal.
Ad Astra Abyssosk. Thank you for completing today's commissions. Here is your reward.
Illusion shattered.
Go.
Crush.
Yeah! I condemn you! Eye for an eye!
Shine down.
Let's get it on! Shudder!
condemn you! Rise. There is no escape! Buckle up! Now you shall perish! Shine down! You're dead meat! Freeze to the core! Beg for mercy! Yeah.
Take it easy.
The light will never die!
I'll protect you.
The North wins!
Into the shadows.
I stand against the long night and purge the darkness!
Judgment!
Quietly.
You can't run! Time to test it. Lights out.
Game's up. Fun's over.
Move it. Judgment!
Busted. Gotcha.
You can't run!
Into the shadows.
Life.
Please appreciate
Let's
my
dance.
sincerity. There is no escape! The banquet is
Quietly now.
Move it. Please remain seated.
Gotcha. Ready. Here comes the catch.
Inazuma shines eternal! ice and frost. Crush. Huh? Huh? Eye for an eye. Yeah. Beg for mercy. Pardon me. Let's light it up. Look alive. I condemn you. Please hold for just a moment. Forget my prior inconsideration. No touching. Good grief. Eye for an eye. Everybody stand back. All hail. Buckle up. Ha. Please release. Flood of frost. Ha. Crush. Yes. Yeah. Touché. Born of ice and frost. Let's get it on. Rack and ruin. Gloves off. Give my prior inconsideration. Apologies. Teamwork is dreamwork. This is long overdue. I condemn you. Look alive. Eye for an eye. Pardon me. I condemn you. Rack and ruin. Eye for an... Incoming. Hey! I'll be fine. Nowhere to hide. Got lucky that time. Don't blink. Hey! Incoming. light. Incoming. Nowhere to hide. Speed of light. Hey! Don't blink. Incoming. Hey! Yeah. With sword comes shadow. Speed of light. Don't blink. Hey! Speed of light. Don't blink. Cut to the chase.
Now it's your turn.
Cole, line to command.
Illusion shattered.
Go.
Hunt them down. Now you shall perish.
Stars, shine for me. Come on.
Things are about to get dicey.
Let the show begin.
Freeze to the core. Rack and ruin.
All right, here comes another one.
My guiding star. Life goes on.
Time to testify. There is no escape.
Not now. Cold. Mine to
Inazuma shines eternal. Illusion shattered.
Game's up. Fun's over. Punishment. Let's dance.
Blood of frost. I condemn you. Rack and ruin.
I'll protect us.
Lights out. Here comes the catch. Vengeance will be mine. I condemn you. Rack and ruin. Eye for an eye. The odds are against us.
Ready, steady, go!
Rack and ruin.
Quietly now. Busted.
Shudder. Good grief. I condemn you.
Fix your skull!
Stars, shine for...
There is no escape.
My guiding star. Rise.
Hunt them down. Torn to oblivion. Shine down.
Cold. Mine to command. Not...
Time to testify.
Game's up. Fun's over.
Shiver.
Let the show begin.
Freeze to the core. Rack and ruin. Eye for an eye.
Like po. Si Maka.
I condemn you! Rack and ruin!
Illusion shattered.
The night is cold.
Inazuma shines eternal. There is no escape.
Stars, shine for me.
Eye for an eye!
Not now.
Vengeance will be mine! Rack and ruin! Here comes the catch! Buckle up!
Hunt them down.
The night is cold.
Leave it all to me!
Don't be scared.
Now you shall perish. Shine down.
As a good night should. Cold, learn to command.
Illusion shattered.
Flood of frost! I condemn you! Eye for an eye!
Shine down.
Crush! Rack and ruin!
My guiding star.
Illusion shattered.
I condemn you!
There is no escape.
Beg for mercy! Rack and ruin!
Shine down.
Steady as stone.
I condemn you!
Illusion shattered.
Not now. Stars, shine for...
Rack and ruin! Eye for an eye! Freeze to the core! I condemn you! Gotcha! Busted! Things are about to get dicey. Into the shadows. Quietly now. Look alive! Hi! Ready. Enough! Gotcha! Quietly now. Let's get it on! Gotcha!
Go.
Busted! Game's up. Fun's over. Buckle up! Loaded. Rack and ruin.
Shine down.
The night is cold. Don't be scared.
Inazuma shines eternal. Illusion shattered.
Leave it all to me. I condemn you. Vengeance will be mine. Eye for an eye.
Shine down.
Stars, shine for me.
Torn to oblivion. Illusion shattered.
Take it easy.
Look alive. Rise.
What evil lurks? Shoot on sight. Ready.
You're dead meat.
Time to testify.
Go. Buckle up. Here comes the catch. Hey.
Quietly now.
You asked for it. Look alive. Life goes on.
Hunt them down. Into the shadows.
Let's dance.
I'll approve you! Can't see? Rah! Yeah! Yeah! Yeah!
Buckle up! Ha!
Things are about to get dicey.
One with the force. Rah! Keep up. Let's nip that in the bud. Keep up.
Book alive!
Busted. Quietly now.
Let the show begin.
Gloves off!
And shroud. Yeah. Can't see? Yeah. Rah.
Game's up. Fun's over.
I hear everything. Yeah. And shroud. Can't see?
Gotcha.
One thing after another. Yeah.
Buckle up!
Let's nip that in the bud. Yeah. Rah. Yeah.
Here comes the catch.
Let's dance.
One with the forest. Rah. Yeah. Can't see? I'll approve you!
Let's get it on! Hi!
And shroud! Rah! Rah!
Let the show begin.
Quietly now.
Can't see? Yeah. Rah! Yeah, I hear everything.
You're dead meat!
Gotcha. Quietly now. Things are about to get dicey.
And shroud! Rah! One with the forest. Yeah. Rah!
Book alive!
Can't see? One with the forest. Rah!
I've done messed up. Knights and aristocrats share the same cultural heritage, but the knights had enough sense to do away with all the superfluous detail.
How are you getting along? All done with your work?
All done.
Aku juga baru bisa ini. Udah muncul kok. 2 menit tuh. Ya. Kita mah kadang pengennya kayak tadi aja. Tuh tadi gue baru keluar loh. Baru datang. Udahlah. Saya juga bat sih. Kamu konsisten dengan apa yang gue suka sih. Main juga udah teguh. Kan tipenya kan.
We're back! We found Kachina's ancient name, too!
Well, it's fairly complicated. Let me give you the condensed version.
Gue baru muncul gue. Gue makan dulu lapar. Gue udah mau streaming dari jam 9.
We can't go anywhere
Kan
without them
kasihkan
causing
nonton
trouble.
Lah,
What if the Fatui finds out
sampai
you've lost your
ketiduran.
power?
Oh jam
Won't they try to
11.
take advantage of the situation?
Jadi streaming tengah malam deh.
That's why it has to be our little secret. No one else can know, or we're asking for trouble. Look, I wish I could offer you some sort of consolation, but I won't lie to you. With multiple factions closing
Gak sih,
in, there's nothing
Kanda.
comforting about the situation we're
Saya juga
facing.
sibuk sama dunia saya, jadi saya juga gak bisa datang.
All you need to do is
Dan mungkin
focus
lah.
on your goal. You
Dengan
can leave
sepenuhnya
the
jadi.
complicated matters to me.
I can also step in on the Pyro Archon's behalf. There's a limit to what I can accomplish, but I'll help you however I can.
There's no need to be so modest, Yan-san. Your incredible strength has long been a well-known fact. You're the pride of your tribe.
Archon, I'm sorry about before. You have so much on your plate. So much that you have to worry about. But all I could do was focus on my own feelings.
You have nothing
Bahkan
to be
karena
sorry
tradisional.
about. We all get
King Kong.
overwhelmed by our emotions, myself included. Your reaction to
Berat badan
Kachina's
gue jangan naik-naik.
disappearance, I understand that feeling very well. Well, now that we have Kachina's ancient name, let's go track her down. Follow me.
What is this place? Hey, isn't that Atea's talisman?
Good eye. This is where I store all the various mementos I've collected.
Whoa. I've never seen this place before. There's so many things in here.
It looks like there are items from every tribe. Collecting them must have taken a lot of effort.
I suppose you could think of it as a hobby of sorts. In Natlan, everyone grows up listening to the stories of heroes, and physical items do a far better job of preserving those stories than our own memory. Now, I still have some preparations to make for the ceremony, so feel free to take a look around in the meantime. If you're curious about an item, I'm more than willing to tell you about its origins.
All right, we'll have a look.
Gue belum mulai gambar. Ngisi tenaga dulu.
This fishing basket looks familiar.
This flower looks like it's thriving. You must be good at taking care of plants, Archon.
Dan gue bisa multitasking ya. Kayak
Like I
tasking
said,
sebetulnya
I
sih.
still have some preparations to make for the ceremony, so feel free to take a look around in the meantime. If you're curious about an item, I am more than willing to tell you about its origins.
Make sure to handle everything with care. This cup, for example, it's heavier than it looks.
There are so many jars and potions around here. Do they have anything to do with alchemy?
No, those belong to the Masters of the Nightwind. They're ceremonial tools used to amplify the ability to communicate with the Night Kingdom and the Wyab. Yamaya is an expert in this field, and she taught me a lot. Even though she appears stoic and serious, she actually has a keen sense of humor. The tools you see here are quite traditional. Her students found them outdated, so she passed them on to me. The contents of the jars aren't all that special. Oh, except the big jar in the middle. That's what she really wanted to give me.
Ooh, must be something really cool. What's inside?
Grape juice.
Huh?
It's quite tasty, although probably expired by now.
Hey, there's a fishing rod here. It must have belonged to the people of the springs.
That's right. It belongs to a legendary fisherman named Matavaru. I have his entire set of fishing equipment, actually. He and I met in a tavern. He told me about a particular kind of giant fish and his meticulous plan to catch it. In his eyes, I saw a hunger and a strong fighting spirit.
Ouch.
To him, the sea was the battlefield upon which he staked his honor.
So, did he do it?
The next time I saw him, he was covered in scars. It turned out the fish he sought had been corroded by the abyss. He managed to kill the fish, but sustained a serious injury in the process, which meant he could never go deep-sea fishing again. Can a fisherman claim victory if he fails to bring back his catch? That's what he asked me in the end.
Well, Paimon thinks he won.
That was my answer as well. The experience was far more valuable than the prize itself. In the end, he didn't want his tools to go to waste, so he gave them to me.
Wait, that means you also know how to fish.
Maybe we can go head-to-head sometime.
Ah, saya kalah terus ke isu.
This is Atea's talisman.
I'm sure you're familiar with this one already. Atea was rarely ever without it. The talisman brought her a lot of luck in battle.
Hai. Kumpul lagi.
The powder still needs some time to settle, so let's wait a little longer. Well, what do you think of my collection? Do you feel like you have a better understanding of Natlan's culture now?
Yeah, if each item represents a different story, seems like Natlan's really been through a lot. Does every item hold a special memory, just like Atea's talisman?
That's right. The items in my collection actually serve a similar purpose to the ancient names passed down among the tribes. They demonstrate the true shape of time.
The shape of time?
Most people perceive time as a linear concept, almost like a straight line that can only move forward. We cannot change the past or predict the future. But there's also a different theory, one that I believe to be closer to the truth. Namely, that the past, present, and future all exist at once.
At once? Paimon's not sure she understands.
Let's say your journey ended right now. Thinking back on your experience in each nation, which one would you say was the most important? Exactly. Even at the end of your journey, the things you experienced along the way don't cease to exist. They become part of who you are. Take out a portion of that journey, and you would likely make very different decisions, and eventually arrive at a very different destination. The future is the same way. It exists even though it has yet to come to pass. We just lack the means to perceive it. Of course, there are those with the power to foresee the future. They simply call it by a different name. Fate. You're quite familiar with that concept, I would imagine.
That does kinda make sense.
Yalah, kayak itu yang buat anda rame. Kalau orang udah open joki gitu, itu udah pasti anda rame.
Humanity excels at living in the
Ya,
present.
ada wadahnya lah.
But too often we forget the past and
Kan
neglect the future.
kata aja misalnya, saya nggak bakal bisa, mustahil. AdSense itu cuman secuil bahasa gue tuh. Pada ada kan nanti yang buat naik gitu kan ya dari kita. Dan juga kita punya inovasi apa itu open job. Dan kalau gue sih karena gue bukan tipe yang biasa ngejokin akun orang dan juga takutnya tidak amanah ya. Gue nggak berani buka. Bahkan orang tuh kan berikan akun emailnya ke kita. Kayak gue juga kalau open jokin ke orang tuh nggak mau sembarangan.
The first Pyro Archon must have possessed a level of insight I can only imagine. That's correct. At first, he was a mortal man with no special power. After he ascended to the divine throne, he used it to borrow power from the heavens and establish the rules of Natral.
Ya enak udah buka AdSense-nya, gua aja masih belum.
Through which ordinary people can ascend to Archonhood. By holding the pilgrimage, we're able to determine the strongest among us. And when that person ascends to the divine throne, their inner flame will awaken. In addition, the sacred flame will grant them significant knowledge and memory of this land. After all, that's how I came to know everything I just told you.
Cuman pas gue nanti udah nyampe masanya, pas nanti ini, oh ternyata gitu. Orang gak terkenal lagi itu kan. Rasanya gimana sih pas udah ketemu? Oh.
Yes, that's my mother, father, younger sister, and the little saurians we raised. I turned a piece of my dad's leather armor into a canvas and commissioned a famous artist to paint our likeness.
Your sister is so cute! It looks like the two of you are really close. Paimon was having a hard time thinking of an Archon as an ordinary person, but seeing this portrait, it kind of makes sense now.
Masuk akal.
It really doesn't look like there was anything special about you before. Oh, wait, is Paimon allowed to say that?
A little late for that question, don't you think?
Sorry! Paimon's so sorry! Paimon's mouth works faster than her brain sometimes!
It's alright. I'd never get upset over something like that. No matter what others may say, my past is a precious part of my identity. I'm forever proud of the life I used to lead. Becoming the Archon doesn't mean you sever ties with your family. The position just comes with a lot of responsibilities, so it impacts how often you get to see them.
Ya lu lihat aja yang datang berapa. Gua tuh udah lagi di fase kayak udah ada yang datang bagus, enggak mah ya udah.
One time we didn't close the door securely, and the
Itu
saurians
yang buat gua nggak bisa berkembang sih. Sama gua punya idealisme gua loh.
My sister immediately burst into tears. The two troublemakers were going for the meat, but when they saw my sister's distress, they froze on the spot.
Mentang masih 1000 sekian, 1300. Makin paling mentok 2000. Habis itu nggak bisa naik lagi.
In the end, All I could do was comfort my sister and
Iya,
move
udah
on.
banyak kan tapi nggak banyak yang datang. Mana dong? Kita nggak bisa berharap semuanya yang subscribe tuh selalu datang. Nggak ada yang berganti. Kalau kan bisa gue paksa. Gitu. Semua orang ikut gua bakal
Isn't
nonton.
that what being a family is all about?
Gue kadang udah kepikir loh. Kalau nanti dropnya banyak
I
gimana?
think
Loh?
about that story a lot actually.
Karena emang ya
As the
udah.
Archon, I
Tadi
made
kan
a
awalnya
vow to defend this
main FIFA.
nation. And
Nyasar ke Genshin,
experiences
game
like
Hoyo
that,
gitu. Sekarang pada
they
hilang-hilangan lah.
remind me exactly what I'm trying to protect.
Well, what happened after that? This portrait looks pretty old. Your
Sekarang sih
sister
Val
must
lagi
be all
diskon
grown
ya.
up by now, right?
Cuma nanti
I believe
pertanyaan
she
selanjutnya
ended up
ketika
working
gue
as an
mainin,
architect and
ada
artist.
lagi waktu buat gue gambar loh.
She built many houses and crafted many beautiful works of art. Anyway, that's enough about me. Now that the powder is settled, we can begin. Ian-san, Mulani, Chaska, over here please. Place the ancient name up there, and then we'll begin.
Mulai. Ritual. Subback mah nggak menjamin viewers bakal datang. Udah ku alami. Bahkan yang sebelah Bapak tinggi juga udah ngalamin. Ada sama kayak gue main FIFA, cuman dia belakangnya lagi
Surely as
suka
the
hiatus
echoes of
loh.
life resound through heaven and earth, so too shall our
Iya, gua
stories
ngeliatnya.
remain eternal. Ancient name, take us to
Tapi
your
itu cuman
fated
angka.
bearer. Allow her to
Pada ada yang
answer
datang
our
saat
call.
sekarang ini yang lihat.
Am I hallucinating again?
Oke.
Kachina, are you okay?
Huh? I'm not seeing things, am I? Is the abyss playing tricks on me
Kayak patokan
again?
itu sebetulnya yang kita streaming pas saya nonton.
It's okay, Kachina. It's just
Tuh.
us.
Sama kayak
We're
buat
trying to
shot
find a way to bring you back.
ya.
Everyone, you have to listen to me.
Lagi sekarang combine sama AI dan lain-lain ya. Horror sih.
I've been investigating the Night Kingdom
Ya,
this entire
prinsip gue
time,
sekarang mah yang penting
and I
streaming,
figured out
yang
what's
penting
wrong.
apa tuh?
The Wyatt is
Yang penting
being
ada yang
affected
nontonnya
by
udah
the
bagus.
abyss.
Kayak misalnya
I was
algoritma
waiting for the
yang
Wyatt to
nonton
send me
video
back,
berapa
but
sih?
then this really strong
Kita
monster
bisa nyentuh
came and
ribuannya
it
udah
almost
bagus.
killed me.
Dan yang ribuan tuh belum tuh ada yang subscribe loh. Mau
The
subscribe.
Wyatt saved me.
Kayak
even
kadang
though
kalau
as
udah ada
far as
video
we
yang
can.
viral dulu,
So I've been hiding from the
tuh
monsters while trying to find
cuman
a way
dua
to help.
kompetennya.
The Night
Oh, yang
Kingdom
ini.
has become a huge mess, though. I keep hearing these awful sounds and seeing really horrible things.
Terus sambil siap-siap.
Don't listen to those sounds, Kachina.
Biasa
The
pokoknya temanya
abyss is
gambar
trying
yang
to strip
suka.
you of your sanity.
Suka
All you
ini
need to do
gambar
is
itu.
stay safe and
Suka
wait
ini
for
gambar
us.
ini.
We'll be there shortly.
It's okay. I feel so much better now that I've had the chance
Jadi-
to talk to you guys. You don't need to worry about me. I've
Si
never
putih
been
ya.
strong or
Dia mah
special
tumben
at all,
datang.
really.
Lagi
So
off
I
stream
don't
dia.
blame anyone for
Nggak bisa
forgetting
datang.
about me or leaving me behind. Just knowing you care is more than enough. I'll find a way back. You don't have to put yourselves in danger to come rescue me.
You're always like this, Kachina. Now's not the time to act tough. We're coming for you, and that's final. I don't know what lies the Abyss has been feeding you, but I'll tell you something right now. Nobody here sees you as a burden. You're a victor of the Night Warden Wars, a hero of Natlan. All you need to do is wait for us to rescue you, and you'll get all the applause and recognition you deserve.
I'm really scared. Everything's so dark and
Aneh,
To go home. Still, I don't
Iya,
want you to
kita makin
put
kecil.
yourselves in danger
Maka kita jangan lihat
because of
itunya,
me.
kita lihatnya mah
I don't want to hold
mau
anyone back ever again.
gaming lu.
All you need to do is place
Itu
your
aja.
trust in us,
Lihatnya mau.
just like you always have. No one fights alone. We're not leaving you behind. Not ever.
Gitu sekali.
Yeah, we're so close. We can't call it quits now.
Wah,
Thank you. Be careful.
Looks like we've lost contact. Now comes the most dangerous part. You have to traverse the Night Kingdom in your physical form. This entrance to the Night Kingdom was left behind after an abyssal invasion. Even a brief
Hujan.
amount of time inside
Hujan
could
tidur
expose you to
dong.
corrosion.
I know.
Makan.
I'm prepared for that
Tidur.
possibility.
All right, then I wish you all the best. I'll tell Koichi to be ready just in case. She's very experienced in dealing with abyssal corruption. That face you just made. Don't tell me you two got into another argument.
No, I just feel bad for creating more work for her.
I'll go with them too, Archon. The more people,
Gua
the
sih-
stronger the party.
Gue sih kalau akun 24
Thank you
jam
so
deket
much
rumah
for your
ya,
help,
jangan kaki
everyone.
5 menit nyampe ya. Cuma
It
kadang
really
tuh
means a lot that
yang jadi
you're willing
masalah
to
tuh
brave
mau
these
beli apa
dangers
kagak.
with me. And there's no time to lose, so
Di
let's
depan
get
rumah
going.
gue tuh ada tuh warung
Now
yang
that
buka
I've lost my
24 jam.
power, I won't be able to provide much practical
Nah,
support.
niat beli apa
But
kagak.
I can still keep an eye on the situation from here. Eon-san, I know it's unlikely, but if you encounter a situation you can't handle,
That won't happen.
I hope not.
Tahil. Absen pak, wah tuh giliran gua nggak niat rame diramein pak. Tadi padahal pas gue ini bakal sepi nih, tapi kata lain pak. Kelar tidur. Iya, ya tidur. Tadi tidur jam 9 tadi tidur tuh, bangun jam 11. Biasa, ini mah lagi gambar.
Be careful out there. I'll observe the situation from here.
Cuman si udah kepikir tadi, tiba-tiba muncul ide. Kan itu tadi. Terus multitasking ya. Jadi jangan cuma streaming doang. Ada lain lagi. Ntar besok asal kita harus manfaatin talent kita yang ada loh. Gua kan kadang lihat orang kan streaming gambar tapi diam tuh. Kalau gua kan mungkin gambarnya baik layar, mainnya mungkin loh. Jangan di sini people loh. You know people kan POPLE. Di sini people loh. Istilah nih gue ketik. Ini udah dari dulu pengen gua ini, cuman baru gua kasih tahu sekarang. Istilah orang-orang sini tuh itu. People. Kan people pakai V, people. Jadi yang di sini pilihannya cuma dua, mau dipakein huruf V atau pakai huruf Z. Itu. Atau gua nambahin lagi nama belakangnya pakai Z. People. Itu lebih unusual lagi tuh. Gitu loh. Ya, nggak bisa guys keras juga sih, jangan lah. Kalau guys keras kasihan tuh. Kasihan guanya. Ya, people. people, people, orang-orang people kan, nah kan itu loh. Apa nih lagu Netral tuh buat gue tuh tingkat enaknya tuh sama kayak lagu di Fontaine, kan lebih buat gue tuh bro. Nah ini datang sama-sama streamer semua di balik si ikan loh. Luar dia kayaknya streamer nih. Bapak terbang. Kasih ya yang keras loh. Nah nih. Ini masalahnya udah jauh ya, jadi kalau kena spoiler ya maklum aja ya. Mana tuh gambar pen gambar. Lama gue nggak streaming gambar. Streaming gambar tuh harus banyak banget waktunya sih, harus tanya tuh streaming apa. Ini bakal panjang sini. Ya mas streaming Osu, yang lagu-lagu lagu-lagu anime di streamingin sama dia. Ibaratnya kayak main Guitar Hero lah, versi anime. Ini namanya Osu tuh. Gak mungkin random. Apa itu random? Random tapi yang datang banyak loh. Udah bisa nge-get orang sih. Beda. Dan kayak gue mah nge-getnya siapa aja.
I'm here.
Kadang. Sos. Agak. Kayak mungkin lebih tepi ya ketemu di lapangan. Oke. Di mana lagi? Kebanyakan kadangnya apa kadang-kadang? Kan Anda sering, sering kalau tidak tidak berhalangan. Ya tiba-tiba inet kambuh loh. Tupek. Oh. Dulu kali pas zaman-zaman dia masih ala kadarnya.
Humans only established their own society after the fall of the dragons.
So these are Saurian ruins?
Udah lama. Oh berarti kampung masih aduh, gak mungkin lah kadarnya seperti Anda udah rame. Kalau udah rame gak bisa bilang ala kadarnya, kecuali kayak gua. Masih bisa bilang ala kadarnya loh. Naga?
You mean like the elemental sovereigns?
Wah, iya. Banyak gua aja banyak ikutin streamer ABC.
Yes, a really long time ago. Very few records have survived until now, so no one really knows what the devices here are for. These ruins have been abandoned for a long time, but with the recent increase in abyss activity, the installations around here have somehow been activated again.
So what you're saying is, we're not in for an easy trip to the Night Kingdom.
No. It's going to be obstacle after obstacle from here on out.
Emang dia punya bahasa-bahasa yang tidak biasa. Jadi jangan heran ya.
Laughing like that? It's creeping Paimon out.
It's the pre-adventure excitement kicking in, right guys?
Of course. I'm eager to get started.
Then let's go.
Gitulah.
We won't let anything stand in our way.
Akeong. Aduh. Ya nih, ngomongin soal keong ya, Anda seperti sudah tidak mengganti profil jadi anime legend sejuta umat dan tidak menggunakan keong lagi nih. Apa sudah berganti haluan kah? Kalau ini amat ya. Sih tetap emang. Oke, tetap. Ini ngomong-ngomong, Anda nggak streaming gitu? Atau karena mau kerja di pagi atau mau istirahat dulu nih?
Seems like the road ends here. How should we get across?
Ya, lagi bosan mah kan.
As a professional trainer, I think you could stand to build up your endurance, Paimon.
Professional trainer? Paimon thought you were a
Ribut.
warrior from the collective of
Ribut
Blade.
mah
Well,
streaming
that
dong.
goes without saying. But I actually
Kenapa
work as a
channelnya
sports
siapa?
coach. I provide professional guidance
Ah?
for many of Natland's popular sports. And I don't just mean physical training. I design nutrition plans as well.
Ah, so basically no sugar, no soft drinks, no grilled meat.
Yeah, we'll be here all day if you list them out one by one. It's much faster to just focus on what's good for you.
Such as?
Vegetable
Oh.
juice. Want some?
You know, Ian-san, Paimon feels like the two of us might not see eye to eye. Those guys look familiar.
We've fought them before.
Ya,
Let's
subek
go.
dong.
Show no mercy.
Karena mah isinya ASR Wa dan Osu sih. Itu aja. Enggak. Jadi sekarang Anda udah pakai Altex dan teman-temannya.
Go. Where evil lurks, shoot on sight.
Wind blade.
Ready.
Sacet. Traksi ikan. Tar dulu. Jadi mod sini syaratnya agak rumit soalnya. Nggak bisa gue langsung ya kayak di sebelah tuh. Itu nggak bisa gue. Ada dulu. Apa lo? Karena gue tuh kalau pengen jadi mod tuh syaratnya harus bisa mantengin gue lama-lama. Iya tuh.
Oh, the place we need to go seems really high up.
Into the shadows.
Wheel of Life.
Loaded.
Ini enak ya. Iya, slipstream. Oh, squad slipstream. Ah iya itu. Pertama sih itu harus kuat mantengin gue ketika gue tidur sih. Itu mah syarat pak yang nggak tertulis sebetulnya. Syarat tulisnya mah sebetulnya gampang. Cukup loyal aja sih Noram. Tanya Anda sudah merasa lama belum? Enggak. Kan gue kasih lah. Gue ceknya nanti aja nih ada yang harus gue hilangin nih berapa status mod orang-orang nih karena udah lama banget gak datang. Oh nggak nemu apa nih nggak nemu nih channel dia mah oh gampang banget cari sebetulnya.
Time to testify. Into the shadows.
Cari yang thumbnailnya unik. Yang thumbnailnya unik. Kalau buat thumbnail tuh referensinya dari Facebook. Macem lah. Ini nggak ada pakai itu. Iya. Wah, beliau MM4 kayaknya mungkin aja sih. Iya, takutnya ireng loh. Ada kok. Ke follow. Blok. Itu kan lelaki.
This is the final stretch. We just need to climb up and we'll be there. Nothing to it.
Easy for you to say.
Hilang. Ah, entat. Thumbnail iya, thumbnailnya nggak biasa. Justru itu letak keunikan dia. Ini. Dia nggak apa-apa, istirahat ya. Kayak gue nggak diistirahat. Udu.
This must be the entrance the Pyro Archon told us about. The one ripped open by the abyss.
Yes. There's something in the depths of this place that feels familiar, yet also foreign.
We actually have to go in
Wah,
there?
cewek sekali ya.
Paimon just needs to psych
Kamu harus
herself up.
buka
Don't
streaming
push
dia
her
dulu
through
sebelum dia
before
baru
she's
percaya
ready.
kalau dia cewek.
Hey! You don't have to drag Paimon! You're pulling too hard!
Looks like we made it. This is the Night Kingdom. It looks so different from what I imagined in the stories.
Ya, makasih, sangat makasih. Aduh. Sangat kali ya.
That overflow of energy is probably what trapped Kachina here in the first place.
From this point forward, everything we know about the real world no longer applies. Anything can happen here.
Paimon's more worried about how we're gonna make it out. We obviously can't go back the way we came.
Do you see that patch of light on the ground? It's shining down from that fissure in the sky.
Oh yeah, right in front of us. So that's coming from up there? Oh, it's so high up. Did we really fall that far down?
Just like I said, our real-world knowledge doesn't apply here. We fell all this way, yet came out completely unscathed. If this was the real world, we'd have to climb our way back up to the entrance. But here, all we have to do is stand underneath the light and offer a prayer.
That's it?
Abur.
You really think that little of Paimon? That's not even why Paimon asked.
So that means all we need to do is find Kachina and bring her to this location.
Exactly. This light is streaming in from the real world. It's a link between the two realms.
The terrain looks difficult to navigate, and the visibility is not great either. How are we supposed to find Kachina in these conditions?
Yeah, these floating black things don't look super friendly either.
Those are all manifestations of abyssal power. Be careful.
Ghost! A talking ghost!
Yuk.
Calm down, I'm here to help.
Teman gelembung ya.
Vichama, right?
Teman gelembung. You know teman gelembung? Nah ini. Teman gelembung.
Yes, I'm Vichama's friend, Maka. I was completely lost to this realm until I sensed a mysterious power calling out to me. It's like it was seeking me out, attempting to reassemble the pieces of who I used to be. Of course, it could only do so much. I'm sorry I can only appear before you in this imperfect form.
No, we should be the ones apologizing. If the Spirit Speaker's stone hadn't become corrupted by the Abyss, we could have done much more. But we had to destroy it. Otherwise, Vichama and his tribe would have been in danger.
Of course. Thank you for protecting him. I never imagined that, even after all these years, he'd still take such a risk for me. Under the power of the stone, it felt like our souls were connected. Turns out even our regrets were exactly the same.
Whether in triumph or death, you want your best friend by your side.
Exactly. That may not be in the cards for us, but it's not too late for you. You're looking for a young girl from the Children of Echoes, right? She's being chased by an embodiment of abyssal power. I'd like to help her while I'm still in this form, so follow me. Be careful. This place has been severely corroded by the Abyss.
Paimon didn't realize it had gotten this bad.
It's like a seething volcano ready to engulf our world at any moment.
Teman gelembung gimana teman? Teman gelembut ternyata udah ada dari Netral ya. Adat gua. Ya pas.
Stick close to me. My power will be able to ward off attacks for the time being.
Teman gelembung menyerang.
We won't be able to keep this up. Let's try another route. This way.
Cepat teman gelembung. Teman gelembung.
Not good. More monsters.
We shouldn't waste our time on them. Life goes on.
Where evil lurks, shoot on sight. Loaded. Into the shadows.
Ceritain inilah pak. Gue juga nggak tahu ngapain. Pemain intinya dari si Kacina, karena Kacina kan itu kan kalau nggak salah itu seperti pengen menghidupkan kembali dia.
It's easy to get lost here. Just stick close.
Itu sih setahu gua ya. Dan sampai sini dulu, ntar takutnya gua ke spoiler lagi yang ada. Kan Netral jauh soalnya. You know.
Did you hear that? What? Never mind. It was probably just my imagination.
Don't scare Paimon like that!
I heard it too. It was a voice from the Abyss.
What did it say?
Doesn't matter. It certainly doesn't harbor good intentions.
Tinggal ini.
Paimon just heard it too!
Kamu.
Let's keep going. Paimon wants to get out of this place!
Ada ketemu juga. Ini yang penting nih. Cacing. Ya, teman gelembungnya makin banyak.
We're here, Kachina.
Kita datang.
Oh, honey, you made it. Looks like our reunion will have to wait until we take care of these monsters. Good idea.
Orang
Let's
ini
go.
loh. Wait. Gua siap dulu dong. Ada teganya.
Windblade!
Let's get it on. Ready. You're here. You're finally
Ini
here.
ada nemu.
Thank you so much. That
Nemu.
monster can appear from anywhere. It almost caught me a bunch of times. The Wyap's power helped keep me hidden, so I just tried to stay out of sight until you got here. Had a girl. You did so well. And most importantly, you weren't hurt.
Should we start heading back then?
Actually, I have a request. Will you come visit the Wyap with me? I can't exactly put it into words, but something's wrong with the Ode of Resurrection. And I know it has something to do with the contamination from the Abyss.
That was the Pyro Archon's theory as well. Everything we've seen here certainly seems to back it up.
In the Night Kingdom, there are 6 main totem poles representing the Wyap of each tribe. You can think of them like the body of each Wyap. Additional totem poles, like the ones around here, serve as proxies to which the Wyap can extend their consciousness. There are countless proxies scattered around the Night Kingdom. Through them, the Wyap can extend their consciousness over the entire realm and track down souls no matter where they roam. But if a proxy were to become severely contaminated, then a soul could become lost within the Night Kingdom.
Judging by the current situation, I don't think we're dealing with just one contaminated proxy. Even if we could drive back the abyssal power from one of them, that probably wouldn't even put a dent in the problem.
Still, we can't just leave the Wyap to suffer. It's protected me this whole time.
I agree. We might even manage to draw out the monster that's been hunting Kachina. Getting rid of the monster might slow down the deterioration of the Night Kingdom.
Kachina? What's wrong?
Lagi.
Nothing. Just a headache. And that voice again, telling me to abandon the Wyap and leave this place.
Maybe we really should leave. Kachina's already been here for too long.
No, I'm fine. I don't plan on listening to that nonsense. I can hold on.
Kepala ke Jepang. Hah? Nggak tahu gua. Itu yang na gitu ya. Bukan orang yang lagu yang benar. Tapi yang benar gue tuh bukan tipe yang tahu lagu A.
Just up ahead. I'll lead the way. Besides, I can still fight, so please, help me out a little longer. Listen to me, Kachina. We'll come with you, but that's because we want to help the Y-Up, not because we have something to prove. You don't have anything to prove either. It's okay if you reach your limit. We'll be there for you.
All right. The sooner we get this done, the better.
We've already come all this way, so we might as well try to get to the bottom of this.
Let's go. This way.
I'll stay here and try to stall the Abyss monster.
All by yourself? That's too dangerous.
Kamu kan teman gelembung.
I may not be as strong as that monster, but I'm definitely more familiar with the area. Besides, I don't have much time left. If you're anything like my friend, I'm sure you're not particularly fond of goodbyes. So go, achieve your goal, and return to the world where you belong.
Thank you for everything. You're a true hero.
Thank you. No one fights alone.
Hey.
Does your head still hurt? Let me help you walk.
I'm fine. I'm fine. You should know I'm made of stronger stuff than that.
Oke. Cepat.
Y-Up, I'm back.
Y-Up.
My friends and I are here to heal you. Y-Up, can you hear me? Y-Up.
So we were right. The contamination is already too severe. It's preventing the Y-Up from answering our calls. All right, get ready, everyone. Time to purge the abyssal energy from this place.
Careful. We've got company.
Already?
You really think that puny soul could slow me down? Courage in the face of futility is pure folly. He tried to get in my way, so I disposed of him.
You killed Malcolm?
He would have dispersed with or without me. Rather than worrying about him, I would urge you to focus on yourself. You may have defeated others of my kind in the past, but underestimate me now, and it will be to your peril.
Ya.
The power of the abyss is intoxicating. The destruction it seeks captivates like a masterful work of art. I strive only for the opportunity to see it up close. I thought this naive little girl was an exception, but it turns out humanity is full of lambs willing to offer themselves up to the slaughter. That is the tragedy of your short lives. You understand nothing of all-encompassing power. Ancient names, pride, friendship, all empty ideas invented to give you a false sense of self-worth. They possess no power at all. The Pyro Archon created those grandiose ideals out of pure selfishness. Anything to avoid sharing power. Anything to avoid handing over the primordial gift to ordinary people like you. Don't believe me? Then ask yourself, why is the Pyro Archon strong beyond measure, while you, Kachina, remain so pathetically weak?
Kachina! Give me your hand. Feel that? I'm right here next to you.
Thanks, Moalani. You're right. I have nothing to fear. Because I'm not alone anymore.
You're right. Maybe comforting ideals don't have any power. But you also couldn't be more wrong. You've never had to work for your own strength, so you will never understand the true source of our power.
What?
The courage we have to stand before you and not back down? It comes from our friendship. The power lies not in the ideal itself, but in our commitment to upholding that ideal, and in our decision to stand together and fight!
Well said!
Let's go, Kachina. It shouldn't take more than 2 of us to handle an enemy like this.
Sorry in advance, but you deserve what's coming to you!
There aren't many in Natlan who can beat us when we're together. It's time he got a taste of that kind of power.
From the ashes to here.
Bawah.
Off we go. Carving waves. Surf's up. Shabam! Get back! Yeah. Let's shred, Sharky.
Sosokan.
We won! We actually won!
That's what he gets for underestimating you two. Fantastic work, Kachina. Absolutely fantastic. This makes me so unbelievably happy.
I'm happy too, Moalani. Together we really are unstoppable!
Huh? What's happening? My ancient name is glowing? But I thought I didn't bring it with me.
It's probably a projection from the real world, but that doesn't explain why it's glowing all of a sudden.
Wait, does that mean you're...
That was a bold move. Diving headfirst into the fire to save your friend, especially in a place so overrun with abyssal corruption. Still, seeing you pull it off was really something. Everything you said was exactly right. As isolated individuals, we stand no chance against the power of the Abyss. It took years' worth of scars and lots of unnecessary suffering for me to understand that for myself. The Pyro Archon's plan will unite us as one. Everyone has a part to play. Only then will we have the power to defeat the strongest of foes.
Who are you?
Tupac, a warrior from the people of the Springs. I fought against the Abyss during the invasion 500 years ago.
I've heard that name before. You were the giant who saved all of Natlan.
Since you were able to awaken my words from your ancient name, that means you have fully embodied the aspirations of the Wyab. Under the name Umoja, you shall unite the tribes and save Natlan from its impending doom.
Me?
As long as blood still runs through your veins, even the tiniest spark of steel against stone can ignite a flame. Its blaze will become one with the gaze of all Natlan. Even amid everlasting darkness, our bonds remain eternal.
What's wrong, Moalani? So many memories. My brain was just flooded with everything he once knew. So that's what happened.
What do you mean? Did you just figure something out?
500 years ago, they foresaw the very crisis we're facing now. Efforts to save Natlan started all the way back then. We can go over the details once we get back. We shouldn't linger here longer than we have to. I know bits and pieces, but I had no idea Mualani was also part of the plan.
This sounds like something that's going to need a lot of explaining. Let's focus on saving the Wyab first. Okay, that should be enough. Wyab? Wyab? Can you hear me?
I hear your voice, Kachina. My dear child.
Great. Well then, I'm afraid it's time to say goodbye. I just wanted to make sure you were okay before we leave, but we can't afford to stay here any longer. I was going to ask why you bestowed an ancient name upon someone like me, but it's okay.
Siapa? Ya anggap aja temennya lah.
I'll keep searching within myself for the
Kayak
answer.
wayan ada.
I'll never stop
Sahabat jauh
trying
sih
to
kayak.
improve my strength. One day, I'll live up to the hero you saw in me.
You are already an outstanding child in my eyes, Kachina. No matter what happens.
Huh?
You are all my most beloved children. It has always been my honor to protect and nurture you. Your ancient name is just that, a name. Much like your parents chose to name you Kachina, I also gave you a name, but it need not define you. Focus on who you want to be. You are already worthy of your name. Now, you need only devote yourself to becoming a better you. The story of your ancient name is for you to continue.
Namamu,
Just like your parents. My love for
Hargamu.
you will never change, no matter what the future holds.
Thank you, Wayab.
It gladdens me to see the Pyro Archon's plan move another step towards completion. But it's time for you to leave this place. The situation here is getting worse. Go now, my children. Save Natlan on behalf of all you hold dear.
I know we've never met before, Wayab, but I just wanted to say thank you for encouraging Kachina. It was exactly what she needed to hear.
Whoa! What's going on? An earthquake?
We're out of time. It's the power of the abyss. Quick, we need to run!
Ari.
It's a Sealy! The Sealy opened the way for us!
Silly.
The opening in the sky! It's closing!
We need to hurry, or we'll be stuck here!
Pulang kita. Apa dari kita harus pulang?
Watch out for the falling rocks! Quick, through the middle! Come on, faster!
Lari, lari, lari. Dah. Lari. Pengen lari. Yikes. Dadah. Tiba ada yang datang. Harus kayak gini lah. Action Legend.
You've done well. Now come home.
We're back! The Pyro Archon saved us.
But she's not here.
Mak gua, ah? Otot ya, otot.
Yeah, didn't she say she used it all up?
She's still in the speaker's chamber. What we saw in the Night Kingdom was just her consciousness.
So you're saying her consciousness did all that?
Every great display of power comes at a price. You must feel terrible, Kachina. Just hold on. We'll get you to a doctor soon. Let's get back to the stadium. The Pyro Archon said she'd have a doctor waiting for us.
I recommend getting a full checkup, just to make sure no damage gets left behind.
Paimon feels okay. What about you, Traveler? Right. You always seem to do pretty well against the Abyss.
Let's get going. We need to share what we learned in the Night Kingdom as well.
Right. The Wyatt mentioned something about the Pyro Archon's plan. What is it exactly?
I'll let her explain everything. We're all a part of the plan now. Every move we make from here on out will decide Natlan's ultimate fate.
Wait, taktik. Hai. Ding ding. Balai Majeli. Wah, ini nih.
How are you getting along? All done with your work? How are you getting along? All done with your work?
All done.
How are you getting along? All done with your work? How are you getting along? All done with your work? How are you getting along?
All done.
All done with your work? How are you getting along? All done with your work? How are you getting along? All done with your work?
All done.
How are you getting along? with your work? How are you getting along?
Huh. There's a lot less stuff here than before.
It's good to see you all here in one piece. I know you must have a lot of questions, but let Koichi check you over first. It's best not to let any lingering effects of the Abyss go untreated.
Thank goodness you made it back. I came here as soon as the Pyro Archon told me about your plan. Take a seat, everybody. I'll examine you one by one. All right, that should do it for now. But just to be safe, I'll perform another checkup in a couple of days. I have to say, though, I've never seen anyone react to the Abyss like you, Traveler. It's like you're completely immune to its power.
He always has been special like that. He can even purify its power. Wait, now that you mention it, Paimon doesn't think she's affected either.
Given the current situation, that ability will likely play a great role in the events to come.
Of course. I still have patients to see, so I'll head out.
Thank you, Koichi.
All right, all right. We might not see eye to eye, but we both had good intentions. Just give it time. I'm sure we'll figure things out between us one day.
Yeah.
All right. There's so much to discuss, I don't even know where to begin. You've seen it for yourselves now. The devastation in the Night Kingdom. I'll get straight to the point. Natlan is on the verge of destruction. It's very possible our nation has less than a year before total devastation.
Huh? No. That can't be true, can it?
That's right. But I've only ever disclosed that fact to the handful of people working with me to save this nation. Our looming destruction is not a recent development, but the inevitable conclusion of the disaster the Abyss initiated 500 years ago.
Mulan told us a little bit about that.
500 years ago, all the nations of Teyvat were invaded by the Abyss. Unlike the other nations, Natlan never had stable and deep-rooted ley lines, so we suffered the worst of the invasion. The battle against the Abyss was exceedingly long and brutal. In the end, victory came at the cost of our civilization and countless lives. Even then, it took centuries of solving the disasters caused by the Abyss to finally achieve the peace we know today. And still, this is but a superficial victory. The forces of the Abyss have merely been driven back underground. Their threat to Natlan remains as real as ever.
I'd never have guessed.
The problems plaguing the Night Kingdom are all the more complicated because that realm is essentially functioning as Natlan's ley lines. Immediately after the war, our calculations estimated that we would have a maximum of 500 years before the Night Kingdom was completely lost to the Abyss. But at that time, we were a nation of the destitute. Our people no longer believed in victory, nor did they hold hope for the future. Our civilization was dying, our faith crumbling, and the line of power passed down from the Wayab nearly severed. If we didn't bring the nation back together, it would be foolish to even dream of defeating the Abyss in the future. So, the Archon had a long and involved discussion with the heroes of each tribe, and finally came up with a 500-year-long plan to save Natlan.
So that's what happened. After finding Kachina, I encountered a strange figure who gave me a series of new memories. Since the plan was mentioned in those memories, I guess I've been chosen to play an important role in it. But there's still something I don't understand. Those memories showed me the Pyro Archon from back then. And it was you.
Huh? But that doesn't make any sense. The Pyro Archon is supposed to be human. It's impossible for a human to live that long.
That's right. The hardest thing for humans to overcome has always been time. Or rather, the natural limitations of our lifespan. A god can extend a human's life by using a certain amount of divine power, or subjecting them to a curse. But, as we all know, Natlan doesn't have gods like that. We can only rely on our own methods. A human life is like a flame destined to be extinguished. 500 years ago, I placed my life within the sacred flame. Only by dying before my time could I have the chance to wake up again.
So, in other words, this is your second life?
Yes. We only managed to defeat the Abyss all those years ago because the tribes came together as one. If the Natlan of the future was to have a fighting chance, the Pyro Archons that came after the war had to rebuild the decimated tribes. The goal was to reunite the people and restore the strength of each tribe's Wayab. Once a tribe was back to its full strength, the tribe's Wayab would select a hero, indicating the tribe was once again ready for war. The Chosen would then stand by my side in defense of our nation, just like great heroes of old, 500 years ago.
So that means I'm one of the Chosen?
That's right. You bear the ancient name Umoja, the same one held by the hero from your tribe 500 years ago. It means unity. After your adventure in the Night Kingdom, I trust you've come to fully understand the meaning of that name.
So in other words, you always knew who the Wayab were going to pick from each tribe?
Yes. According to the plan, each tribe was supposed to have been fully restored by the time I awoke. But something went wrong along the way. The 6 heroes successfully inherited the ancient names from 500 years ago, but the intel regarding the plan wasn't passed on to them. Once again, it comes down to the deterioration of the Night Kingdom. Communication between the Sacred Flame and the Wayab has been blocked.
Just like how the Ode of Resurrection failed to bring Kachina back.
Exactly. It's just another tactic the Abyss is using against us. The Abyss may not possess intelligence, but its methods certainly aren't easy to counter. If we want to unblock that information from being passed on, my presence alone isn't enough. The ancient name-bearer must establish a greater connection to their name. So, I've tried my best to help them from the sidelines. Currently, Shilonin of the Children of Echoes, Kinich of the Scions of the Canopy, and Iansan of the Collective of Plenty have all been acknowledged by their names. During your adventure, you too earned the acknowledgement of your Wayab, Mualani. In the process, you gained the memories stored within your name.
But we have less than a year!
Yes, but we have no choice. We cannot start the plan until all the heroes have been gathered. That's also why I haven't been able to take action despite the urgency of the situation.
But if you knew this whole time, why didn't you just tell me about my role in all this? Wouldn't that make everything go a lot faster?
Perhaps, but the opposite could also be true. Knowing your destiny too early could mean failing to realize your full potential. Just like your determination to save Kachina, I hope your commitment to this endeavor comes from your own strength of will, rather than a sense of obligation.
So I suppose you're not going to tell us who the final 2 heroes are then?
That's right. Their time is yet to come. Putting pressure on them beforehand will only hinder their development. I can only trust in the judgment of the Wayab. I have never believed I could solve this crisis alone. In fact, it was precisely because I chose to trust and rely on others that we managed to get this far. Natlan's salvation lies not in its Archon or any singular individual, but in us all. You're quite perceptive, aren't you? I thought I might get away with avoiding the topic.
Huh? Oh, right! All of the stuff you stored here before, where did it all go?
Even though I sacrificed my power, I still needed a contingency plan to ensure you would make it back from the Night Kingdom. After all, I was the one who allowed you to take that risk, and Mualani has an important role to play in my plan. In addition to their sentimental value, the items I stored here held a much more important purpose: fuel.
Fuel? Ah,
So back then, that's why you...
Yes. The stories embodied by those items are certainly important, but there's an even more significant trait they all share. Every item belonged to a hero of Natlan. Over time, they became imbued with a certain amount of contending fire from being carried in battle. On their own, each item's power is limited, but together their combined effect can prove quite useful in a dire situation. By burning those items, I was able to activate the contending fire stored within them to open the boundary between the two worlds. It was a rather crude approach, so all their power was depleted in an instant, as you can see.
But weren't they all precious treasures? What about their stories?
That's exactly why I dragged you all here. No matter what, I never wanted the Pyro Archon to have to use that power. Oh, I'm so sorry.
You have nothing to be sorry for. You all deserve my thanks, actually. If you hadn't saved the totem pole, that area of the Night Kingdom would have been forever lost to the abyss. And then, it would only be a matter of time before the Children of Echoes was met with disaster. Besides, when those heroes entrusted their belongings to me, or the Pyro Archon of their time, it was out of a desire to contribute to Natlan's survival. If they knew those items helped save the present-day heroes of Natlan, they would not mourn their loss.
Even when you put it that way, I still feel bad.
There's no need. Remember what I told you about time? The people and the events of the past are never truly lost to us. We simply carry them with us in a different form. In that sense, we didn't lose anything at all. If you still have regrets, let them fuel your resolve in the battles to come. Your deeds will become new legends and nurture new forms of power just like the items once stored here.
Well, we'd still like to return the favor.
Well, if that's the case, just treat me to a drink sometime. Now that Kachina has returned, we can finally hold the victory feast and celebrate your team's triumph in the Night Warden Wars. And we could all use the rest, that's for sure. Plus, you'll be able to silence everyone who doubted you once and for all, Kachina.
Still, now that I know the danger we're facing, having a victory feast doesn't feel right.
Try not to let it get to you. It's important to stay calm. Worrying about it will only affect your judgment. All right. You should head out. I'll join you in a bit.
When I was young, I used to sit by the hot springs and listen to the stories of warriors from all over Natlan. They attract people from all walks of life. Friends come easy here, no matter what tribe you're from. The people of the springs have never claimed the hot springs as their own private property. They are there to bring all hot spring buddies together. It's been really nice, seeing the children of my tribe get older. It's helped me gradually understand the true value of the springs. I've witnessed their energy, their determination, their absolute passion for life. Even when they cause trouble, I never managed to hold on to my anger for long. It's unbelievable how quickly they worm their way back into my good graces. I'm certain Mualani will become a great warrior when she grows up. She possesses infinite potential. I can see it. One day, when I'm no longer in fighting form, I'll come here and tell stories to all the children, just like those warriors did for me. So you better get busy, Pyro Archon, or I'll end up running out of stories.
Our nation is engulfed in darkness. Our tribes stand divided, and yet you promise victory in the distant future. The Abyss is a cunning enemy, one that I faced in battle many times. Were that not the case, I would never understand exercising this degree of caution. My rage will never know absolution, and my power will no longer aid you in victory. But you came to me because you knew you could convince me with just a single sentence. I understand your choice. The heroes of today will forge the path ahead with blood and fire. Just remember to earn us the victory we are owed. Otherwise, rest assured, I'll find a way to collect the debt. For Natlan.
So, you're gonna head 500 years in the future to serve as the Pyro Archon again? But what about the you from right now? You're just gonna die.
You can't ask her those questions and expect her to answer, my dear. The decision is hers to make, and she deserves our support. We will do everything we can to rebuild the tribes. Don't you worry. Even across time, we will all do our part to fight for Natlan's future.
Yeah, Mom's right. We'll always believe in you, sis. Seriously though, Dad should be here. Where is he?
I imagine he didn't know what to say, so he chose not to come at all. Don't take it to heart, my dear. That's just who he is. Just remember, no matter what happens in the future, we will always love you.
I'll come find you one day. I know I can't live that long, but I'll think of something. There has to be a way for us to meet again one day. If there's an answer out there somewhere, I'm gonna find it. So, don't forget about me.
If that's your decision, then you have my full support, Archon.
May our children live to see such a lovely son.
For Natlan!
No one fights alone.
The rules are my legacy. They shall grant us the strength to overcome the next tragedy.
War forged the 6 tribes, taught us how to fight, instilled in us what it means to love.
Who will be the one to bring this to an end?
We are the inheritors of memory and legend. Those who grew alongside sun and wind. Those who forged our own destiny and future. That is Natlan's fire. The lifeblood of our nation.
A reward on the road.
You here for the victory feast too?
Oh, no. I knew Chaska would be here, so I just came to deliver some medicine. I was about to leave, actually. No, it's not that I don't want to celebrate Kachina and the others. I'm so glad she made it back. It's just... Well, I'll make things awkward if I'm around my sister right now.
Ah, well, you two had a fight, so Paimon can understand.
She didn't cause any trouble during your trip, right?
Yeah, she was super helpful. She gave us a lot of useful information about the Abyss.
That's good. That's all I needed to know.
Is there a reason you asked? You were pretty outspoken when we first met, but now it's like you're holding something back.
Maybe it seemed unreasonable, picking that fight with her before you left, but I did it for a reason. Her impulse to fight is extremely strong. Her mental strength helps her rein it in, but she still loses control sometimes. I had no idea what you might face in the Night Kingdom, so I didn't want to take any chances.
So what you're saying is...
Okay, so maybe it sounds a little stupid, but it works pretty well. It helps her keep her cool for a little while, at least. Anyway, I'm just glad you were able to make it back safe and sound. That's all I wanted.
But do you really have to go that far? Can't you just talk it out?
No way. Chaska never opens up about her own pain, especially to her family. She can't learn about this, or it'll be even harder to help her. I appreciate the understanding, and don't worry. I'll find a way to help her ease this burden. Anyway, I need to get going. Enjoy the celebration. Oh, and if you ever need a doctor, you know who to find.
Huh. Who would have thought there was a deeper reason behind their arguing? And it's all the Abyss's fault. Paimon's had enough of them.
Give up. Hesitating will do you no good.
Don't worry, I always win anyway.
What do you need? What do you need? Give up. Hesitating will do you no good.
This one, then this one here. Sort of this one.
Oh, Moo made some new friends.
What do you need?
Don't worry,
What do you need?
I always win anyway.
Give up. Hesitating will do you no good. What do you need? What do you need?
Choose carefully. This one, then
Oh, Moo made some new friends. Don't worry, I always win anyway.
Let's give a huge round of applause to our brave young warrior, Kachina!
Woohoo! Well done, Kachina. Thank you, everyone. I'm so glad I finally made it.
I always knew you could do it. With so much potential at your age, you have a great future ahead of you.
You're one to talk. Don't think I didn't know you were the first person to abandon your team. I'll be dealing with you when we get back.
I had no choice. My friend invited me. I couldn't just say no.
Oh, really? So you weren't just trying to get ahead in the first round?
I wasn't, I swear. I just happened to find that bearer injured in the wild, so I stopped to bandage his wounds. When he insisted on repaying the favor, what was I supposed to do? I'm just one person. I figured Kachina would have no trouble replacing me.
But the fact of the matter is that after your departure, everyone else started thinking about swapping teams too.
I'm really sorry, Kachina. It was wrong of us to abandon you like that.
It's amazing that you still made it all the way through to the Night Warden Wars. That's the highest honor.
So, what about you guys? Did you make it far?
Our team captain drank too much the night before the competition and turned up late to the stadium on the day. We got disqualified.
Serves you all right. No sympathy from me.
All right. There's no need to be like that, Uncle Pakal. Dear friends, I'd like to say a few words. Firstly, I'm grateful to my friends and our great Archon for helping to bring me back. This traveler and his companion Paimon are some of the strongest people I've ever met. If they were allowed to participate in the pilgrimage, I have no doubt that they'd win the whole thing. They've agreed to let me learn from them. With their help, I believe I can become even stronger still. And let's not forget my good friends, Moalani, Chaska, Kanich, and Ayan-san. They all helped the Traveler and Paimon figure out a way to bring me back from the Night Kingdom. They too deserve to be called our heroes, so please give another round of applause for them. Thank you so much.
Well said!
I'll drink to that. feel being a hero, Kachina?
To be honest, it's a bit overwhelming. It all just feels so surreal. Well, you better get used to it! Next up, undefeated champion! Hey, please don't make fun of me.
Now, at previous victory feasts, you'd always find me in the crowd singing and dancing. But after what I found out today, it's too much. I'm still trying to process it.
It does feel weird seeing you so out of sorts.
Is this another pearl of wisdom based on your adventuring experience?
Well, Paimon agrees with the Traveler. Everyone's come together to celebrate Kachina's achievements. That's gotta be a first.
You're right. Kachina looks really happy. And now I'm being the moody one. Ugh, enough doom and gloom. Time to shake it off.
I've been through so much all at once. Everything still kind of feels like a dream. Are you still feeling unwell? Nope, all better now. I told you I bounced back pretty quick, so don't worry about me. I bet you guys must be tired, though. Make sure you get some good rest tonight. You gotta recharge so you'll be in the mood to have fun.
My apologies. I knew more than I let on. Everything comes at a price. And most heroes aren't people who set out to become a hero. If you cling too tightly to your goal, you end up losing things that are far more precious. But in any case, we're now on the same page. I wonder how long before the two final heroes appear. From the Flower Feather clan and the Masters of the Nightwind.
It's rare to meet travelers as strong and brave as yourselves. I raise my glass to you. Anyway, my sister's already gone back to our tribe. She has patients to treat.
Oh, we actually ran into her on the way here and, well, Paimon just thinks she really cares about you.
Yeah, I'm planning on visiting home myself in a few days. To tell her and the rest of the family that they need to be extra careful. I just hope they take it seriously. The Abyss has likely sensed your arrival in Natlan by now. So exercise caution on your adventures as well.
you're here. Have some fruit juice. I got it specially for you two.
How did you know? That's Paimon's favorite!
You look like you've still got questions. Ask away. Because they had their own lives to live. The thought of telling them, abandon your families and everyone you love, and come with me to the end of time, for in 500 years Natlan will be destroyed, it seemed too cruel. You could just as easily point out that everything in this world would come to an end eventually. But life is short, and beyond a point, it just doesn't seem real. Imagine if I said, let's leave right now, and go save the sun because it'll flame out in a few million years. It would sound quite ridiculous. I couldn't make them shoulder that burden with me. Besides, every generation will have its heroes, this one included. The plan could still work without them. Or, of course, without me. But since I was the one who came up with the plan, I felt duty-bound to see it through to the end.
Paimon's suddenly remembering that portrait in your room. Was that your family from back then?
Yes, it was. So when you asked me who my sister grew up to be, the truth is that very little information survives. From what I've been able to piece together, I can conclude with a reasonable degree of confidence that she ended up as an architect and artist. She played an instrumental role in rebuilding the scions of the Canopy tribe, designing and building many houses. But of course, none of her buildings are around anymore. Still, it was an impressive achievement, and I'm very proud of her. You feel loss keenly. It seems to stir up feelings of regret in you. But this is something I have long since come to terms with. This is a war, and there can be no war without loss. I am already far more fortunate than those who lost their lives to the Abyss. The people of Natlan look to me as their Archon, and the weight of their expectations is mine to bear. I must see our fate through to the very end, no matter what I may find there.
already been written, including your plan?
I suppose, but so what? Don't forget, time takes many forms. The past, present, and future coexist, and all are equally important. Even if the future ends in destruction, there's still no reason to give up on the here and now. And it's precisely because we humans cannot know our fate that we will never give up on our struggle. This is a pivotal moment. We are still 2 heroes short. Well, 3 to be precise. There's one further hero who I'm hoping to get on my side, whatever it takes. Your resistance to the corrupting power of the Abyss is truly remarkable. It would easily make you an all-important figure in the upcoming battle. If you agree to join us, you will not only gain my full support in your journey, but I will also forge a brand new ancient name for you.
Ancient names can be forged?
They can. Several strict conditions must be met, but if they couldn't be forged at all, then the number of them in circulation would have long dwindled to 0. Possessing an ancient name would mean that your adventures in Natlan are recorded in full. Your stories would be remembered by our people for all the years to come. The Ode of Resurrection may have temporarily lost its power, but still, take this as my personal guarantee that I shall never let you fall. Just like in the Night Kingdom, I will be there for you. That is a promise I will fulfill at all costs. This nation always honors its heroes.
Yeah, we can't just ignore the situation here.
Wonderful. Then I'll reach out to Shilonen right away. She's the one who will forge the name. We've never forged an ancient name for an Outlander before, but I trust she'll find a way.
My lord,
We've received word that the Pyro Archon has lost much of her power. Although your injury complicates things, this is most certainly the opportune time to seize the Gnosis.
Victory and defeat are rules, not outcomes. I have never taken advantage of an opponent in a time of weakness, and I don't intend to start now. As for you, I must confess, I did not expect that little trick of yours to save the day.
No matter how dense the fog, as long as the sun remains, we cannot turn day into night. She could have dispelled it. She simply chose not to. You don't have much time, and you're injured on top of that. What do you plan to do next?
I'm beginning to see just how useful you may turn out to be. You heard something from here, didn't you?
Something else you'd like to ask? Well, our intel suggests he hasn't made any new movements yet. Although Kenichi's investigation helped us confirm that he's being aided by someone from the Masters of the Nightwind. I'm getting closer to narrowing down who that may be, but it's still unclear whether this person aided the captain out of willingness or coercion. If you learn anything about this during your adventures, please let me know. Oh, something else you'd like to ask? The Abyss is the most formidable enemy in all of Teyvat. In the beginning, it took failure and tragedy to even begin to learn how to fight back. All of the methods you've seen in other nations were developed based on experience and insight passed down over generations. We know them to work, but few of us actually understand why. It's the same for the method we use here in Natlan. Ever since ancient times, elemental energy has been one of our most reliable weapons against the Abyss. As for the principles behind it, I'm afraid you might have to seek answers from someone older than the position of Pyro Archon itself. Oh, something else you'd like to ask? That also comes down to the long-standing effects of the Abyss. Our people's survival is inextricably tied to the Wyab, but their power has its limits. They cannot offer our people the same degree of protection outside our borders. In fact, people who do decide to leave often suffer from memory loss and emotional issues. Everyone in Natlan understands this. That's why our people never leave without a good cause. Even if someone is left with no choice, the chief of their tribe must seek approval with the Wyab to grant them leave. And the Wyab have always been very strict about granting that approval. since extending protection beyond our borders means consuming power reserved for our fight against the Abyss. Still, there's no need to worry. The Wyab extend their protection to all within Natlan, including visitors from afar. Oh, something else you'd like to ask?
It's rare to meet travelers as strong and brave as yourselves. I raise my glass to you. Anyway, my sister's already gone back to our tribe. She has patients to treat.
Oh, we actually ran into her on the way here.
Yeah, the Abyss has likely sensed...
Here comes the catch. There is no escape.
Let's dance.
Freeze to the core. Rack and ruin. Eye for an eye. I condemn you. Rack and ruin. Gotcha. Shine down. Busted. Game's up. Fun's over. Now you shall perish. Illusion shattered.
Let the show begin.
I condemn you. Here comes the catch. Shine down. Vengeance will be mine. Eye for an eye. Illusion shattered. There is no escape. Quietly now. Gutsy. Take it easy. Illusion shattered.
Let's dance. Oh. Hi.
Gotcha.
Ad Astra Abyssos. Thank you for completing today's commissions. Here is your reward.
Jadi udah selesai. Makasih buat Indonesia. Udah selesai. And then sudah. Udah. Gak boleh ngomong. Anda harus udahan.
The Yuhang. She has changed a lot recently. But is Liua better off with the Yuhang we have now, or the Yuhang we used to know? Only time will tell. Yanfei. I suppose you could say she's a dear rival of mine. Were she not so deft at explaining the meanders of the law and providing her clients with all sorts of cunning suggestions, it would take me many more months to identify existing loopholes in the legal codices and tighten them one by one. She's a very interesting character. I can say with the utmost confidence that she is someone I trust unreservedly. She handles herself impeccably, which means she stays beyond reproach. Since you both have high intelligence in common, hopefully you will get along very well.
Morning. Report your affairs in order of priority. Sure, go rest. If anything important comes up, I will be sure to send for you.
Jam, Pak.